any of my live streams or little posts, you've known that recently I experienced a pretty good crash on my bike, and I won't go into too much detail, but I kind of impaled my leg a little bit on my inner thigh. Pretty good injury there. And we had this bike trip coming up that we were traveling, and part of it is biking, and I'm thinking, oh boy, what did I do? So I took care of it and just really made sure it was very clean, no infection, and it was healing very, very nicely. So after about a week and a half, I decided to get back on my stationary bike. Very, very easy, low level, no pressure at all. And the injury, I wasn't hitting the injury, and it seemed to be doing fine. Everything was healing fine, scabbing. And then about a little over a week later, I decided, and I just did as I'm producing this live stream here, that I'd get back on my regular bike outside. I had not been on it. And I wanted to do this to allow enough time to make sure I was beyond the fear. And that's what my message is today, is that sometimes we have to get back on the bike. So experiencing that, getting onto that bike, getting the feeling, of course, they always say that you never forget how to ride a bike, and it's very true. You get right back on it, and it was an electric assist because that's what we'll have on our trip. And I ended up, of course, I was still feeling a little bit winded, but I'm in fairly good shape because I've worked out regularly, kind of all the way through. Again, I've done like some chair yoga, some stretching, and some weights all the way through this, even through my injury. But I got right back on the bike to get beyond the fear. And sometimes we're afraid to do that. We're going to approach something else that maybe we failed at, and we don't want to do it. Now it's like we're fearful to even try again. This happens a lot in competition, and thinking, now I'm just scared to get in front of an audience now. What if I forget everything I was supposed to say or everything I was supposed to perform? And that can happen. I have experienced some of those feelings. And really, you have to mentally be able to get beyond that. Take some time to journal, take some time to talk this out, and get beyond the fear. Be safe. I was very safe. In fact, the first time out, my husband went with me. So just, we kind of reviewed some of those, the safety things on turning and everything. And they were all pretty natural to me, but it was nice that gave me the confidence that I knew if anything did happen, if I felt shaky, but I didn't. And very thankful also for how strong the body is naturally and how it will heal. It's really pretty miraculous. And when we think the way the body is made, how intricately. So it made me very grateful for that. It made me very grateful for just the time I've had to really heal. I've kept working the entire time, but being able to put my leg up, being able to make sure that it healed correctly. So that's my little message for you today, is don't be afraid to get back on the bike. Don't be afraid to approach some of those fears. And it's a healthy fear many times, and it's made me a lot more aware now of, some of those bike riding things that I'm doing, a lot more aware and not too cautious, but just prudent. So that was my message for you today. Make sure we've got an inspirational weekly article that comes out. I call it Positive Energy. Make sure you're on that list, and you'll get that. The link is right into this post. Also, DeborahJohnsonSpeaker.com, GoalsForYourLife.com, DJWorksMusic.com. I have a lot of free articles and things that are coming out, downloads, and so make sure you take advantage of that. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed today, and we'll see you again